Hey, welcome back. It's Defender Chassis. My name's Scott, and this is next update for the shop. It's been a while. Last time they were just framing it up, and got real busy and didn't have time to put an update together. So let me just make it short and sweet. We'll do the same kind of format as before. Slip some pictures in here when it does better than me moving the camera around. But here's what the shop looks like today. They got the thing framed up, and really they're only on site 4 days to get this whole thing done, but had to wait a couple of weeks, and then the gutter guys came and they got the gutters up, so you can see here where we're at. We got 3 downspouts on both sides of the building. Now what I did was I ran both the center downspout and the far one along the building, and then came a little further and then angled back and came over here and tied in with the same the end downspout. And so then they both come in, and there's a Y approximately this location here, and then there is a hole in the side of the cistern where everything drains in. Now we ended up coming in the cistern a little bit low. Here's the slugs that we bored out to for the inlet, and anyway, we came in a little lower than what the original plan was, so we had to put another drain in. That's what we got going on here. While we had the core drill, we went ahead and drilled a hole a couple inches lower than where that comes in over there, so that those lines can all stay dry. And then what we're going to do is continue this ditch down and out into the field, and let it drain that direction. Just leave it open-ended. So anyway, what else? The floor. Actually just poured the floor last week. I'll take you in, and it's gonna be a little hard to see. We'll get you some better shots of the floor here on the next update. But they did a real nice job. It's dirty now where they cut the, I tried to hose it out, but they cut the control joints. There's saw cuts about every 8 feet. And I tried to clean it out, but anyway, the last couple of days we've been trying to put these doors up. I bought these from a company called Step & Sons, and I'd bought from them before on the last building, but it's been over 10 years. Anyway, I called them back because I was happy with those doors. Those doors were made by Raynor. Now these doors are made by CHI. So that was kind of the first issue with the doors, was that I didn't get what I thought I was getting. Anyway, there's a couple of dings on the outside also that I'm concerned about. I should have looked at them a little closer when they delivered them, but I didn't, so I'm not sure what the guy's going to do for me on them. It could tell me to pound salt, but anyway, beyond that, something else. The tracks, they actually had the brackets bolted on the wrong end of the tracks, and so we didn't figure that out till we had 4 panels up on this door. So then we had to figure out how to change the vertical tracks without taking the whole door back down. But anyway, we got past that. And what else? We got on this door, and of course then we were aware of the tracks and all that. And we got down to the end, and we're shy some bolts. We didn't get all the bolts we need. So that's the reason why we're stuck where we're at here. These horizontal sections of track aren't going in. We can take a look at the electric panel. This is a 200 amp 42 slot electric panel. And what we're going to do is mount it flush in this wall. There'll be a sheet of OSB go from this point up 4 feet. And then we're going to use this center bay to take electric and distribute it throughout the building. And the idea here is that above the OSB will be metal, like siding, just like on the outside of the building, but it'll be white. And what we will be able to do is remove that and get in there if we want to run a new circuit somewhere or something of that nature. So anyway, I'm trying to get this all roughed in because there needs to be an inspection before the power company will come hook it up. And what we're going to try to do is just get the minimum amount in for the inspection, which there'll be no circuits or anything of that nature. This panel will pretty much be just what you see. One thing I did do was the ground. It still has to be completed on the outside. There's no ground rods installed yet, but I came through this wall. Actually, what I did was I started a concrete bit at an angle, or straight in, and then angled it up and came up. So this wire comes from here and then down. And I did this before they poured the floor, obviously, and then went down below where the top of the floor was going to be and straight out that wall. Now I guess if we'd have thought about this before we poured this wall, I could have put this ground wire in this, completely within this wall. But anyway, so from here to the floor, you can see this ground wire. But we got all that painted as well, and I think that's something that got completed since the last update. Part of the inside of this, the blue, hadn't gotten painted, so we got that done as well as painting these jams, which, well, that's one thing I wanted to get done because it's hard to cut around all these brackets and stuff. So I thought, well, if I can get a good coat of blue on that, then you don't have to be as careful when you cut around that. So, what else? The doors, the man doors, we got those off the other day, and while we were spraying some brown, and got those sprayed so that they turned out pretty nice. Let's go out and look at the outside electric. So the power company supplies this meter box, and what you were just looking at on the inside is this conduit that goes through. So what will happen is right here there'll be a piece of 3-inch conduit go down and will be buried and go out to that pole. That pole's also new since the last time. I've since had the power company out here, and they've agreed. They put that pole in, and we're going to get rid of that one, which will help me make the driveway wider, give me a little easier access into the property as well. So what's left here is we got to do a trench all the way to that pole, and get a piece of 3-inch conduit buried all the way and up here. A couple brackets on the wall, and then this is the ground rod, or wire for the ground rod. There needs to be 2 ground rods. I forget the distance from the building, 8 foot long, and attached to this wire. So we get that done, and we can get the inspection scheduled. Let's get this back on. Okay, so the old building, I think we had the doors painted the last update. We didn't have the building painted, and I think the roof had been put on the building, but we didn't have it painted. So we've got it painted. We'll take a little quick walk around. There'll be a 2-inch conduit come from here down in a trench all the way over to that wall to go into the electric panel to supply this building. There'll be 100 amp service to sub service to this building. This is a shower stall. When we build the office in the new shop, we're gonna have a small bathroom with this is a 3-foot square shower. New gutters. One thing I'm happy about is the number, I don't know if you can see or not, but the number of hangers that they use on the gutters. I don't know if those are 12 inches or 18-inch spacings or whatever, but they're pretty sturdy. We reworked the entrance to the drains so that the gutter guys would have a good place to go. If you remember, this is the T111 that was pretty rotten. This is the south side of the building, and sees all the sun, I guess, is what must have done the damage. Anyway, that all got sanded off. I don't know if you can see in the film or in the camera or not, but it doesn't look the greatest, but from the road it looks pretty good. This building didn't turn out too bad. We sprayed as much of this as we could. Now we were afraid to get up too tight, but So we cut in and rolled down this little piece and then sprayed the rest of it. So I think that's about it. So till the next update, and I'll try to make these a little more frequent so they're not quite as long. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next update. Thanks.